All right, this is the bun tutorial for Centerstage. We're going to be doing a left part, putting it in a low ponytail, and then twisting it into a bun. We're not using the sock bun method, we're using the twist bun method. So a couple supplies that you're going to need. You're going to definitely need a brush to brush their hair. You're going to need a fine tooth comb. I like the kind that have the end like this because they're nice for parting. You're going to need some ponytail holders that match the color of their hair. So I have some blonder ones here. You can get all sorts of different colors, Walmart, Walgreens, Amazon. You're going to need some bobby pins. They do make bobby pins to match the color of your hair also. You can see they make them darker or lighter. For these kind of bobby pins, you know, they're the regular bobby pins that you're used to seeing normally in the store or whatever, but I prefer using the bun pins. The bun pins are a little bit different shape. They're a little bit wider. These are the ones that I prefer to use in her actual bun. They stay better. Then you're gonna need a hairnet. Again, Walmart, Walgreens, Amazon. I got these on Amazon, I think for less than $10. I got like a 6-pack. You can get it to match the color of the hair. We'll be putting that around the bun. And then you'll definitely need some hairspray and some gel. Anything will do, but something that I found that works really well on Jordan's hair is the Hot Tot brand. It's Hot Tot Finishing Mist and Hot Tot Styling Gel. You can get it on Amazon or directly from the lady's website. She was on Shark Tank years ago, and I really like this stuff, but it's kind of pricey, so I save it for stage only. Jordan calls it helmet head because it stays really, really good. So, Jordan has super long hair, but for those of you with shorter hair, the gel is going to be even more important. Also, those of you with shorter hair or with some type of layers, I don't have any, but it might be good for you to buy like the clips. I don't know how to explain them. I don't have any, but you clip them in and then you poke it and then it's like sticks to their head, like this. So, you have some down there? So if you have shorter hair on the sides, they stay nicely. It's fine. No, not like that.
Oh.
Okay. All right. I do start with a dry head and then just kind of wet it down, but I know a lot of people like to start with a wet head. Reminder, there are about 1,000 different ways to do this correctly. I'm just going to show you my preferred method today. So I'm wetting it down, and then we're going to part directly above her left eye. Parting it down, combing it over to the sides, making sure I can see that line right there in her head. We're going to go back pretty far. All right, then I think I'm satisfied with that part. So we're going to really spray around to get those wispies. And again, a lot of people prefer to start with a wet head. Honestly, Jordan's hair is so heavy, I can't start with a completely wet head, or it's just too heavy. But so I prefer just to spray what I need. So right now I'm just kind of slicking all this stuff back, getting it really behind the ears, so it's not sticking out too far there. And then, in my opinion, the hardest part about this is getting a low ponytail without all the crazy wispies in the back and any bumps. So I kind of start putting my hand kind of at the base here. If your dance has a hat or something, it might be a good idea to have your hat nearby to make sure the height that you're putting your bun isn't going to impact where your hat sits, because you don't want it to sit too far forward. We do want it to be pretty low. So I'm going to start with having her looking down, and I'm just going to do a simple ponytail here and not make it perfect. See how I have all these bumps around here? What I'm going to do is I'm going to start gelling it. I'm going to take my rings off because this stuff tends to get sticky. I'm going to put the gel all over the head. It's really this particular one is super liquidy, but it dries really hard. I like to dab the part, just make sure that really is defined right there. Really important to get right here because this is where all the wispies show up. Also really important to get this kind of down below too. So if she looks down, and kind of pull all that stuff in too. And I'm eventually going to gel the ponytail itself too. So don't be afraid to touch that right now. Go ahead and look forward again. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fine tooth comb and I'm going to get rid of all these bumps. What that's going to do is it's going to cause it to be disgusting right here, but it's my method of how to get that nice and tight. All right, so just going to take the comb, really get it nice and flat on the rest of the head. You want to be careful not to comb backwards because then you're totally going to lose the part. So we're combing outwards and around, not straight back. So that made the rest of my head look really nice, but it made my ponytail look gross. So now that I have a good base going on here, maybe even spray it a little bit to hold some of it down. I'm going to pull that out, and I'm just going to fix the base of this ponytail. Comb that out, get it nice and flat. Again, pretty much as low as you can get. Go ahead and look down again. Taking a ponytail in there. Now we should have a nice low pony. Jordan's hair again is super thick, so I'm actually going to put 2 in. Those of you who have seen Jordan's hair at dance, when we have high ponies, since her hair is so heavy, I typically put in 3 to 4 ponytails, otherwise it just doesn't stay. But for thinner hair, 1 ponytail should be fine. And I'm just going to kind of go around the rest of the head, just very softly spreading the gel out. Much better to put it in your hands than to put it directly on the hair. Otherwise it gets really globby in the hair, and then that can kind of show. So we're really spreading it out, getting my hands really nice and messy and gross. All right. Go ahead and look down again. Yeah. Wispies tend to show up right here around the bun and right by the ears the most. So I'm going to spray. I need to wash my hands. It's really, really globby. They're really sticky. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. All right. So now we got a solid, nice ponytail. I'm going to get this a little bit wetter. And again, if your hair isn't so heavy, maybe starting with a wet head is the better way to go, but not for Jordan. You don't have to lean back so far, you're fine.
I don't want you to get in on my clothes.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I am going to put just one more little bit of gel on the pony, just to kind of keep it together. All right, so again, just a reminder, we're not using the sock bun method. Open that up. Show them what that sock bun is. We're not using one of these. We don't want the donut or the sock look. We're going for the twisted look. So you're not going to need any devices like that. So go ahead and put that back. Nothing like that, and nothing like the ones that you kind of roll up either. So we're using the twisting method, and a lot of people, go ahead and look down. A lot of people like to pin as they go, which is a great solution, especially if you have shorter hair or layered hair. Jordan's hair is long and unlayered, so some people are pinning as they go. I don't need to, just because of Jordan's hair. So I'm just twisting, twisting, twisting. As I twist it, I'm folding it around. I'm gonna try to tuck that in. I use an extra ponytail right here. Some people don't. For some people, the bobby pins is enough. Does that feel tight?
Yeah.
Okay. So from here, we're gonna get, let's use a brand new hairnet today.
Okay.
I am very cheap, so I tend to reuse these. But this is the first one of the season, so I'm gonna get a new one out.
How many bun pins do you think you need?
Let's start with 6. And again, I got my hairnets and my bun pins on Amazon, all for a pretty decent price. All right, I think these are supposed to be one-time use, though, just an FYI. So again, kind of messy right here. You can see we got stuff sticking out. So this is really going to secure it and hold it in place. So we got an old lady hairnet. We're going to wrap it around. Obviously, it's way too big, right? So I'm going to pull it to one side, kind of twist it, wrap it around, twist it, wrap it around 2 or 3 times probably. Looks like that's all I'm going to get. So with this excess right here, I'm going to twist it all the way around. I'm going to take a bobby pin, bun pin, and I'm just going to go ahead and pin that right there, nice and tight. When I was a kid, my hair was so thin, I probably had 20 bobby pins in my hair. Jordan, I can usually get away with about 6. Usually about the 4 sides, maybe sometimes the corner, 6 to 8, I suppose. So I'm going to pin this in here, get it nice and secure. And again, with these bun bobby pins being a little bit wider, they just accommodate more instead of just sticking. A lot of times with the regular bobby pins, they're so thin, you just stick them in, it doesn't hold anywhere. This is actually grabbing more hair. Sometimes I can feel it going into the ponytail holder too, which is just keeping everything more secure. So that is feeling pretty decent. What do you think, Jordan?
I think it feels good.
Okay.
None of them went into my head.
All right, go ahead and give it a shake. Awesome. So then the secret after you got your gel on is just to douse it, completely douse it in hairspray. So go ahead and look down. Let's get that underneath part because don't want to get these wispies up here. Look forward. We're just going all around. Really important to get underneath the bun and right by the ears on the side. Look up a little bit, because that's where most of the wispies occur. And again, really defining that part very lightly. Sometimes I take this, if some of the pieces started to separate, I can just kind of jive them right back together.
What about this?
Yep. So you can see it kind of separated right there. So if I take the comb, I can just kind of shape it back how I want. So that is the end of the bun tutorial. Good luck, everybody.